and then head to Tofino, which is on the other side of the island, and it's a 3-hour drive from here. So we just want to thank Glenn and Kate for letting us stay at their super homey, adorable, clean Airbnb. We want to start just like rating the places that we stay and how the cleanliness and things like that. And that was one of the most hotel related or like similar to a hotel style Airbnb we've stayed at. They had towels, shampoo, soap, breakfast, everything laid out for us. Yeah. And we only paid $115. Prices might vary by the time you book and things like that. But for $115 to stay somewhere with a remote view and the cleanliness and everything like that, it was just amazing. Yeah, it was super amazing. Oh, pretty much like luxury for that price. Like you couldn't even get a hotel for half the price with the same amenities that we had there. So yeah, we're super happy with the place, and if you guys are coming to Nanaimo, we recommend checking that place out. So the one thing about being on an island is things are more expensive, especially gas. This isn't Canadian liter prices. I think it's about $4.75 or around there in gallons, but that's really expensive for gas if you're renting a car and driving around. FYI for anyone wondering.
So guys, the reason why the gas is more expensive here on the island is obviously it is an island and everything has to be transported over from the mainland, so it will be more expensive than it would be, for example, in what's it called, Vancouver, on the mainland. And this is why we were saying for you guys to get a fuel efficient car and something with a small tank, because even with the high gas prices, we're still not paying that much money.
That only costed us $34 because we were at about a quarter of a tank left on gas, because like we said before, gas is very rare to find, or they're very far apart, the gas stations, when you're driving around.
So guys, on your way to Tofino, there's going to be plenty of stops where you can stop, and Coombs is a town where you probably definitely want to stop. In the town of Coombs, there's a market that has a grass roof and they have goats on top of it, so that's where we're going right now, and we're going to show you guys and bring you along. Okay, so we just made it into the town of Coombs. As you can see, all the buildings here, or at least these shops here, have grass roofs. And if we turn to the right over here, we can't see anything. So in case you forgot any groceries here, there is a little grocery store here in the town of Coombs. And it's looking beautiful. Looks like they have everything you would ever need. So just a heads up guys, the town is pretty touristy. There are a lot of people here, lines everywhere.
Be prepared to wait in line if you want food.
Yes, definitely be prepared to wait in line, but there's lots of shops with everything you could ever want to buy. Grocery stores, clothing, flowers, everything basically, but it is pretty packed as of right now, at least. I'm not sure how it is usually, if this is busier than it would be usually, but as you can tell over there across the street, there's a restaurant and there's a line, probably COVID related as well, but we saw lines at basically every store and restaurant here. So just a heads up, but it is beautiful and we definitely recommend stopping on your way to Tofino. So this is where they keep the goats, usually in the winter months. Most of the time they're going to be on the roof of the place that we're going to show you guys right now.
The market.
Of the market, yes. But there's one goat chilling just right there. He's enjoying his life.
That's what you'll see.
Quite literally, guys. We highly recommend the stop. It's just about like 40 minutes away from Nanaimo. And yeah, just stretch your legs on the drive to Tofino and check out the goats on the roof. quite a cool experience, to be honest with you. And you have the little market here if you want to grab some food as well, and plenty of shops.
It's a rest stop as well. You can go to the bathroom and stuff here if you need to like take a bathroom break.
Yeah.
We stopped on our way to Tofino at Macmillan Provincial Park, also known as Cathedral Grove. They have giant trees that we're about to show you.
Guys, these trees in this park right here are, well, some of these trees are 800 to 1,000 plus years old. So they're massive. They're like many more times larger than your standard regular tree, of course. So
look at how cool this is. Nothing like I've ever seen before. I have never seen a tree this big, this tall, attached to another tree like this. It's really beautiful to see.
you really have to experience this in person, guys. If you ever come here, make sure you stop at Cathedral Grove and check out this beautiful trail.
Show me how to slow down, 'cause I've been going too fast for my own good now. So I'm hoping I can see the light in your eyes and feel it in the good light. If you're by my side, carry me wherever you go, wherever you go. Carry me.
So guys, we've been traveling for an hour or so far. And we're getting kind of hungry right now. So we're trying to have a little picnic by Little River. And we're looking for some place to pull over, but it's been difficult. But I think we finally found one.
Look at how beautiful the view is.
A little off-roading with beautiful views.
Did not expect to be off-roading on this trip, but here we are. But it's all part of the adventure, right? These are the things you want to do and look for when you're out exploring, traveling, because these are going to be the best memories. So we were off-roading down this trail. That leads to a dead end into like a little pond thing. And it looks like somebody already had a little campfire here. So we're just gonna take advantage of that and cook our sausages on it and enjoy nature's greenery. This is the Fence of Love, an hour outside of Tofino, with love locks. I'm not sure if combination locks count, but people come here, write your name on it, lock it, throw the key in the water. And it's similar to something they have in Paris, but this is our little Canadian version.
If you don't have a lock, COVID-19, I guess a mask will do. As people have been putting their masks, as you can tell, as well as bottles, goggles, flip-flops, and everything in between.
All of our non-professional rock climbers, if you want to make a quick stop here, there are stairs for you to climb down, or walk down, I should say.
With that being said, make sure you're wearing proper footwear and not flip-flops.
Don't judge me.
Because even professional rock climbers couldn't do this in flip-flops.
We made it. We are in Tofino, the west coast of Vancouver Island. It is known as Canada's surf capital. You can find surfers from all over the world coming here to catch the waves. take seaplanes to visit the various attractions around Vancouver Island. Tofino doesn't offer just some gnarly waves. They also offer whale watching, hot springs, and if you're an experienced kayaker, they offer that as well. But the waters are a little rough out here, so be careful of that. So because it is busy season because of the waves and a lot of surfers coming from everywhere to check out the waves, and because of COVID-19 going on, it's really busy here. Everything is booked, like there's no hotels, motels. A lot of Airbnbs are booked as well, if not overpriced. And restaurants, if you don't have a reservation, you're not getting in. So be sure to check into that before coming here. But right now is their busy time, and COVID isn't really helping. We stopped to get some really good ice cream at this little shop made from a shipping container. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we are trying to find a place to sleep right now because we did not book a hotel or Airbnb because it was a bit too expensive, and because we're only spending a few hours here tonight, we didn't think it was worth it. Just an FYI for anyone coming out here, it is nearly impossible to find a place to sleep during their busy season, especially if you plan on sleeping in your car or camping. You cannot camp anywhere you want. It is only designated campsites that you can sleep in, and most of them are booked up. So right now we're just driving around having a really hard time finding a place to basically park our car and try to sleep.
Guys, Zay always goes on about roughing it here and there, but as far as I'm concerned, this right here is roughing it. I wish you guys felt the uncomfortability, if that's even a word. If it's not, we're adding it to the dictionary. This place here is so uncomfortable. I would pay $1,000 if I had it right now to sleep anywhere.
It is 6 a.m. It's foggy. This is day 2 of Tofino. We just woke up. We are looking for a place to eat. This was after a struggle of a night.
Struggle wouldn't describe it, but
we couldn't find a place to sleep. Everything was super overpriced or not available.
Yeah.
So we decided to sleep in the car, and that was a bad idea. But we're keeping a positive attitude about all of this because at least we got a couple hours of sleep.
yeah, like 5 minutes.
And we have an Airbnb for the next 3 nights, so it's okay.
So guys, if I had to give any advice when it comes to renting your car, if you're going to be sleeping in it, do not get the Nissan Kicks. Because the comfort level in this one, I would say I would give it a 1 out of 10. I wouldn't even give it a 2 out of 10, to be honest with you guys. It was absolutely terrible. I could barely get any sleep, and we did get woken up by security 2 times essentially. Once 1 hour into our sleeping session, and the second time in the morning when we woke up, the guy came and woke us up. Although that was the case, the stars and the view at night was so beautiful. Sleeping under the night sky was amazing, and although we didn't get the best sleep of our lives, it was still worth it, and probably better off than to pay $200 to $300 for a hotel for 1 night.
Yeah, our thing is about traveling on a budget, and if you're gonna spend like hundreds of dollars on a hotel room for a night instead of just suffering in a car for a night knowing you have other Airbnbs booked the next day, that's just like wasteful thinking.
Yeah.
At least on our part. So we were gonna suffer the 1 night because we know we have 3 nice affordable Airbnbs booked for the rest of our trip.
Yeah.
We're on our way back to Nanaimo when we saw this beautiful botanical garden, so we stopped to take a quick peek at it. It feels very rough. Can you hear the scratching?
What?
It's like sandpaper.
What the hell?
It's cool though.
Whoa, look at the spikes on them and stuff.
Oh, there's a loose chicken. Where did it come from?
I think that's a rooster. Big. These are all roosters. Well, some of them. They're chickens. This one.
This is so cool.
Is that a goat I see? Did you see anything about touching animals or anything?
No.
Nothing. It's free for all. You do what you want.
Oh, the baby went away. So we unknowingly booked Tofino in the busy season, which we didn't realize. So it was very hard to find restaurants without having a reservation or a place to sleep and all that good stuff. So that's the one thing we would recommend, is make sure you do your research before going anywhere. That was our fault. But nonetheless, it was amazing. It was fun. We learned a lot of cool things. We met a lot of cool people. And now we are on our way to our next destination.
We'll see you guys in the next one.